The great thing about art, and not just visual art, but music, fashion, filmmaking, is I think that there's a really fascinating tension between things that appeal and things that provoke.
A 3-inch sticker is one thing, but when you change around, a 20-foot high billboard and it's playing into the Rorschach test of what do people think the image means, what do they think the commentary is about the politician, it takes on a much greater dimension.
I want to tear down the barriers and be innovative in how I deliver all of my ideas and all my aesthetics to people without listening to the rules of what you're supposed to do within skateboard culture, punk rock culture, graffiti culture, fine art, snobby fine art culture. I just say, look, I like aspects of all those things, but I'm not going to listen to any of your rules. I'm going to do it my way.
I really set out to go larger scale and to have my version of what I call the counterculture Big Brother. The idea that the counterculture is looking back at the dominant culture. It's got an eye on what's going on in the dominant culture. And the obey icon is what I call it. It has a duality that sometimes it's the bad guy, sometimes it's the good guy. But I figure that anytime you're disrupting the usual communication in any sort of public space, any urban environment, that's something that's an alternative to advertising, that gets people to think about the nature of all these communications. So I put it everywhere I could, and I've been arrested 17 times doing that. I think it's important to sometimes make bad calls, do things that were mistakes that you learn from and you move forward. And really, I look at my body of work about the cumulative effect of doing a lot and trying to be fearless and not second guess what I'm doing based on what blogs are saying or what the critics say, but just trusting my instincts, because all the movements that have appealed to me were really about people being fearless and trusting their instincts. Everything that I do is driven by the spark of feeling like I didn't have to be like every other kid on my, in my school, and finding ways to have that fan out into a lot of different endeavors. And I'm always, no matter how successful I get, that's the sort of point of inspiration. Just saying, you tell me to do it like this, I'd rather not, so I'm gonna find my way to do it the way I want to. For me, being here at Agenda Emerge and talking to people about my evolution, my ideas, the reason it's important is because everything good that's ever happened for me came from do-it-yourself cultures. So that's graffiti, streetwear, punk rock skateboarding. All of these things are about not waiting for people to do things for you, but just making it happen.